Angibuyile ngisaseyiyo le gorilla kaMagebhula. Umtholakali wabatholakali utholakele ukuthi sekabatholile labantu. Laba badlala ngento zakaMagebhula. Yangithola Buda yami. Yabo, ushangane kanti shangane. Sucime. Bheka lana. Ladies and gentlemen, we must understand the origin of things. You see, I've explained to you the origin of the word Bantu, which I've told you is not a pure Bantu dialect. It's improvised or rather plagiarized with the Greek. Now I'm back to explain to you the etymology of the word bantwana, because the word bantwana is what gave you bantwana too. That's what the word Bantu is trying to say. It's trying to say bantwana too. Now, what they have done in that word, they've abbreviated the word bantwana and used the word ban and then put two, because they wouldn't say bantwa, because then it would have been ndi. So what actually happens here is that you must understand dialect and etymology. The word BA, it's an abbreviation of the word Bana, which is offsprings in the Hebrew language dialect, which is the pure dialect. And then Ntwa is where you got Ndi. The origin of Ntwa is actually Indi, Sanskrit, it's Greek. That's where the Greeks came in and installed their wording inside the Bantu word Bana. Can you see if you remove the Greek, then Twa, you are left with Bana. That's how the Greeks came in and put Ntwa and Ndi into Bantu words in order to define the Bantu language. Do you understand that? So the NA at the end of the letter Ntwa it comes from a Hebrew word or a Bato word or Batu word that says Nana for little babies. We call them Nana or Bana. Bana, even an older person can be referred to as Nwana, Bana, Basmama, Basmama, Basmama. Now Nana would be the little Nanini Nana, the little baby, okay? So yes, that's your Hebrew coming in there and correcting the shenanigan of the Shangan, the gibberish of the Jabber, which are the Ebor people, which are the people of Tiberius Caesar. Do you get peach there? Now check this out. If you read going down, you'll then come to understand that, and that's why we have such kind of people that are called Bara, because these people were looking for terminology to attach themselves to the Bantus. Because now, when they are born by these Bantu women, they are called in Bantu tradition, which is the pure dialect tradition, Ditolo, which means grandsons. They then use the word as Ba-Ra, which is from the very same Ntwa, Ra, and all of those things. But it simply just means that people that are not the children of To or Tu, because Bara are not the children of Tu. They are the same Africans as these Africans here, or the Zulu Africans is one and the same thing. It's just they love to sectarianize themselves and try and be like the Bantus, while as they eat the Bantus away, they destroy the Bantus. That is the Tiberian ideology of the Africans. And they've installed a lot of words in the Bantus, such as the Z instead of the S, because they can't pronounce certain names. And that's why these Indie people have went around the world and tried to assimilate themselves genetically into people in order to assimilate into people's dialect. Because of their prognatism, even after being born by those people, they still couldn't speak a pure dialect. And this is what caused them to ethnically cleanse the men, capture the women, open concentration camps so that they can thoroughly breathe themselves into the language. By the time they thoroughly breathe themselves into the language, they don't even understand the language anymore because it's not their original dialect. And another thing, if people wanted to understand what is dialect and how do how were dialects structured in the beginning? You must understand something. You see, the continent, which is America, the continent, spoke a dialect called Greek and Aramaic. Aramaic was South American, Greek was dialect. Dialect is influenced by genetics. So the prognatism in the African makes him speak prognatic language of the very Hebrew. And then you have this guy called Japhet, who doesn't grow certain teeth. He doesn't have 32 teeth, the Terracan. He speaks a certain type of Hebrew. He's more closer to the Hebrew than the Greeks, which are the Africans. The Africans are further away from the Hebrew. Their language is so, the only language that it's a skewed Hebrew in Greece is the very language that I speak, English. It's a cockeyed Hebrew. You understand? Totally off the line of a pure dialect. That's what I'm speaking of current, because it's the language of who. Who's the person? What is this dialect that I'm speaking originally? It's the language of Makonye and Canaan. Who's Canaan? Canaan is Bashan. What is Bashan? Is the grandchildren of the Bantus. So the mothers that gave birth to the children of Bashan were actually Hebrew. And that's why most of the languages of the Hittite are more similar in wording to the Hebrew. It's just that they've been twisted by the prognatism of the brachycephalic African. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Baraka B. I would like to take this opportunity to say, if there's anything major, please hit me in the comment section and stage your punchline. I'm ready 24/7 to take care of your punchline and your sucker punches. You can go and consult your German professors and whatever that you think it's adequate. I'll still be here to deal with you and them. Thank you very much. Braga B.